And here we have another Caucasian man who is depicted in a famous and very valuable painting called The Palace Guard. I say white on purpose. Obviously, this is a Negro, and this is a Moor. So what we want to do with these images is refute the Eurocentrist ideal that the black Moors who conquered Spain, there is a Moor there. Look at his black skin, look at his white skin, look at the lighter skin. This is the Moor who is carrying the weapon. This is a mosque in Algiers. Here are more Moors as well. Look how dark this one is, look how dark this one is, look how dark this one is, and this one as well. Look at his features, take a close look. This is more like an African American. African Americans are not quite as dark as their African counterparts are, but these are clearly black Moors. And by the way, this painting was by Rodolfo Ernst. It was between, he was born in 1854, died in 1932. The painting is called A Hard Bargain. The value of this painting is from $450,000 to $550,000. This is Orientalist artwork. Here is another black Moor, Ernst Harum Guard. And here are more Moors as well. Notice the beard, the face. This one is more lighter skin, but they clearly are not Caucasian. Here is a family crest from Britain with prominent Africoid features. Look at the black hair, look at the lips, look at the eyes. These are black people. Here is a Moor as well. This painting is called The Negro Master of the Hounds. Here are more Moors as well. It's called Jerome, the Snake Charmer. Look at the people here. Take a close look, especially this one here. He's jet black. This one is extremely black. This one is not as dark as the others. This one is very black. These are the Moors. Notice the weapons they're carrying and the Moorish attire that they have. And yes, this is, well, you know, this is not something we should be proud of, but nevertheless, this is history. Here's another Moor as well. And here is yet another Moor. Does he look white to you? Here's a book called The Golden Passports. It was purchased in 1930, and it was an account. I don't know when the book was authored or published, but it was purchased in 1930, and even then it was extremely old. It was probably purchased in the 18th century. It was probably created or published in the 18th century. And if you go to this website, you'll see a picture of what the Moors look like according to the author of the book, because it talks about how his home was overrun and invaded and taken back by the Moors who created it. Take a look. There's the website. Go to it for yourself. Here's a book, Golden Age of the Moor. Has a copy of a picture of a Moor on the cover. It is edited by, look at the name, Moorish. Here's another famous painting of a Moor. Here is another. This is one of the bathhouses or harems. Here's a Moor there. And this is one of the most telling images of all, because these are Caucasians. These are Caucasians in Europe who are doing a celebratory event where they are depicting themselves as Moors. And in order for these white people to effectively and accurately portray themselves as Moors, they realize they have to paint their faces black. And if their hair is not black already, they have to temporarily dye it black, because they know that historically the Moors were the darker skinned Negroid race of Africans, period. These are white people in Europe who understand and come from the same regions the Moors came from, and they understand the importance of portraying them as black. This is Reverend Wright, and this is Osama bin Laden. Obviously this picture is doctored. Someone was trying to be funny, but that's irrelevant. The point is that Reverend Wright, an African American, is even lighter skinned than Osama bin Laden, who is an Arab. This is the diversity of the African race in skin tone. Again, here you have the white Europeans depicting themselves as Moors. Every single one of them realizes in order to portray themselves as a Moor, they have to paint their faces black. And you notice they're wearing black stockings so it will look like their legs were black, because historically the Moors were referred to as people who were black as ink. That was the term that they used, black as ink. Here are Moors as well. The argument should be settled. A picture is worth 1,000 words. But the Eurocentrists want to ignore these images of the black Moors. They want to ignore the evidence, the overwhelming evidence that the Moors were in fact black. Look at the black man sitting on the throne. So don't say that if there were black Moors,